I think we both agree that one of the most annoying things about running a consulting firm is the end of month madness with timesheets and the whole who's submitted their hours and do we have enough billable hours for the month, and account managers pinging people on Teams and Slack left and right. Maybe even one finance manager in a 200-person company trying to get all the hours in on the right invoices at the end of the month. And yeah, number one reason this is a problem is because companies don't have proper processes in place. We've talked with a lot of consulting firms over the years here at Operating, and we think the best way to make sure that you don't get to this sort of busy work cycle with timesheets is to have a proper approval flow process in place where the project owners are the ones responsible, maybe the account managers, will approve people's hours regularly. It doesn't have to be more than a simple click approve, but sort of it shouldn't be one person at the end of the month trying to gather all the data into one place, but rather a process that goes on every week. So at the end of the month, it's all kind of like it's smooth sailing. So let's see how that works with all this kind of like pre-words that we have here. I'm Lauri. You might know that. I have my timesheet here done for the week. I worked on this Nestle case, and then I have some internal hours. I want to submit these hours now. I think I'm, almost on plan, 1 hour less, but that's life, that happens. So I go down here, I click lock timesheet. I'm gonna lock it, until the end of the week, and I see that I've logged just the right amount of hours, which is great. Lock. And now, approval required for 12 entries, but for me, that's it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But how does this look from the manager's perspective? Let's take a look. Okay, I've now changed myself to be Carly. Carly is the project owner of the B2B e-commerce implementation project where Lauri submitted his hours. And when I log into Operating, I get this orange notification circle here saying 9 entries awaiting for your approval. So this means here that all Lauri's submitted hours are here, and I can do this, weekly. I go here, I see, hey, Lauri had planned work for 29 hours. That's from the timeline. Lauri's sort of resource allocation for the project, and then track 28. That goes in the margin of error. That's fine, but it's nice to get that cue on what's the plan and what's the actual. That's kind of all around Operating, the plans and the actuals. And you even get the revenue, the time, anything. You can display different things here. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to approve all of these hours as such. And my work here is done. And it's not more complex than that. It gives people sense of control on what's happening in their projects, in their teams. It gives consultants a nice sort of handoff process. They lock their timesheet and they can be sort of like okay with that. That's my work here is done. I can focus on the next week. And this will save the finance team a lot of time when they're going to look at the invoices at the end of the month. They're going to see which hours are submitted, which are not, and that's just going to make them so happy. You can imagine that.